there. I brought notes. Happy 4th of July. How you doing? You waking up? Grabbing yourself a cup of coffee? Let's wait till the chat populates. See if I get any of my regulars in here. Anyone really excited? I brought notes. I brought notes. Right? Freedom, fireworks, and fairs. Right? Freedom, fireworks, and fairs. That's what today's stream. I got a couple minutes here. We're all set. We're locked in. I'm actually sitting in my wife's truck. I'm looking out to see my son, who is flooding the front yard. Mando, happy 4th of July to you. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. No more than 30 minutes, all right? No more than 30 minutes. It's like your favorite morning broadcast, right? So, yeah, we're talking about freedom, we're talking about fireworks, and we're talking about fairgrounds, right? That's what we're talking about today. So, I'm going to start at 9:30. So, we're doing good, Mando, right? Like I feel like the channel is really kind of coming into its own, right? Like the nation. Yeah, he's flooding the yard. Like it's like our founding fathers, right? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, James Madison, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, and John Jay, right? I got notes. Um, yeah, like they were all sitting in a crowded, no ventilated, hot, sweaty room filled with older men, right? And they were signing this document, um, and then presenting it to the Second Continental Congress for to be recognized so we can be free, right? Do I live in my car? No, but if I did, it'd be comfortable. I think I kind of found the spot, but it's good to see you, Aaron Murphy. You might be new. Good to see you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. We're gonna get started. We're talking about freedom. We're talking about fireworks, and we're talking about fairgrounds, right? So, how you doing out there? I'm actually sitting in my wife's truck right now, and I'm looking out, and I'm seeing. And why am I in my truck? Because I don't want others around me outside to hear what I have to say. I'm a little unusual like that. I feel the most confident in here, and I actually found a position that I like my tripod in when I'm talking to you guys. So let me know you can hear me. Okay, we got a lot of cool stuff. Not wasting your time. Happy 4th of July to you. Happy 4th of July. 250 years. 250 250. There we go. 250 years, right? That's awesome. Right? 250 years breaking free of Great Britain, right? Founding fathers: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, James Madison, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, and John Jay, right? And and that famous painting, right, done by John Thumbill in 1818, right, where you got a bunch of those guys those guys together in Philadelphia. Hey, it's good to see you, B&T 1814. I think I finally got your handle right. By the way, I had to look that up. It's like, why is it called a handle? Am I holding on to something? Am I holding on to something? I don't understand that. I don't get it, YouTube. Um, but yeah, that one painting, right? Guys wearing wool, linen, cotton, and silk, but primarily linen and wool. Apparently, the undergarments of the 1770s was all about linen. It's like pre boxer short era, right? I guess and I don't think they had sagging back then, right? I don't think they had skinny jeans back then. That wasn't a thing then, right? Jeans came out later, right? It's good to see you guys. Good to see you. Good to see you gals. Good to see you all. Right. Um, channel bringing people together. Right. Celebrating 4th of July. I'm not going to go longer than 30 minutes. I'm not trying to waste your time. I have notes which I just dropped. Um, but yeah, that painting, right? We had Roger Sherman in it, right? We had uh, Robert R. Livingston. We had Thomas Jefferson, John Adams. Who's that? John Adams and Benjamin Franklin. Right? These gentlemen getting together in a hot, unventilated, sweaty, crowded, stuffy room, signing a document. Right? So that you and I could talk 250 years later on YouTube about what they did back then, right? If they can only imagine what things would be like today, right? I don't think would they want to get a shot? Would they want to even get a shot, right? I'm pretty sure that they'd have to get vaccinated and all this stuff, right? And I'm all for that. Like you got another thing. Yeah, go ahead, right? Load me up. Load me up. That's what I did in processing and boot camp and all that. A lot of shots, right? Right? So, yeah, it was Philadelphia, Pennsylvania back in June. A hot room in June, right? Hot room in June. It's good to see you. New BNT, Aaron Murphy. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Mando, of course, Mondo. Yeah. And I actually did some research, and the life expectancy was like 35 to 40 back then. 35 to 40 back then, right? I mean, if you were able to survive, you know, being born and getting older, right? And then becoming an adult. But the founding fathers, I mean, George Washington, 67, when he passed. Thomas Jefferson was 83. John Adams was 90. James Madison was 86. Benjamin Franklin was 84. Uh, Alexander Hamilton, 49. And John Jay was 83. And those committee gentlemen, right? Roger Sherman, 72. Robert R. Livingston was 66. And I already gave you the other three. So yeah. Um, breaking free from Great Britain, right? 13 colonies. And I guess the Treaty of Paris, that Great Britain finally recognized that we were free, right? And we're able to do what we do, right? Freedom means different things to different people, right? But for me, I feel like it's all about doing what you want, when you want, where you want, for as long as you want. I would love to just kind of do this stuff, right? I would love for this thing to take off and really just kind of grow, right? And we're growing slowly, right? Kind of a slow burn, a slow, steady state, right? Journey, not a destination. So thank you guys for continuing to show up. Thank you for clicking on my channel. By the way, did you double click on my channel or did you do a single click? Right? Sound off in the comments below. I'm curious. But yeah, like that's all about that. So happy 4th of July, 250 years, right? Yeah, let's go. Maybe you're going to a maybe you're not doing anything. Maybe you're living in an apartment, you're not going anywhere. Maybe you are going somewhere. Maybe you're going out to dinner. Maybe you're getting in your car and you're driving a long distance. Be careful out there. A lot of crazy drivers. Um, all right, sweet. Notifications on. It pops up, right? Pops up. That's cool. I like that. Little pop up. Nice. Never miss it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm Loud Italian. It's good to see you guys. Braxton. I am going to Madison. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Like thank you guys for showing up. I'm trying to read chat too. Oh yeah, Wisconsin. Cool. Um, yeah, you drive safe, right? You drive safe, and you can always play back my old videos if you want, right? I listen to mine on my way home, and I don't have, and I don't want to. Sometimes my stuff's funnier if you listen to it versus see it, right? So, it's you know what I mean? And you probably don't wanna watch anything when you're driving anyway, it's probably not a good idea. No. So yeah, that leads me into fireworks, right? Fireworks, right? And why they bother me. I mean, fireworks are great for people. Where I live, it's like, it's illegal to have fireworks at home, to light them up for private use. But we all, like, where we live, we kind of go to this large area, this the fairgrounds they call it, right? And we wait to nighttime to, for them to go off, right? Because you can't see them during the day. We don't have streamers, we don't have sparklers and stuff. But I grew up going to my uncle's house, and he's the one that bought the fireworks and stuff, right? And I could never really understand. I mean, I had a kind of a good time, but now as an adult, I'm like, they're really expensive, They're really expensive, and they last maybe like 15 minutes, right? You really got to get it filmed, right? You got to put it on camera. We didn't have that then. We I mean, if anything, we had that big, large shoulder camera, right? Like you're putting a missile, like a AT-4 rocket launcher on your shoulder, right? And then you would do it that way, and you'd have that like plastic piece coming out, and it would be like right on your eye, right? And then you would be like, you know what I mean? Like you're filming a movie, right? So that's what we had, right? That's what we had. But I guess apparently cameras and digital stuff and all that's coming back. That's good. Eat your heart out, Sony. Eat your heart out, not allowing discs in 2028. Come on. Come on. Bring it back. Allow the disc drive. You know what I mean? Allow both populations. And apparently, those disk drives that I have for my PlayStation are selling out. I had to buy an extra disk drive for that. But anyway, that's a little spill on technology, right? Currently all about Nintendo Switch 2, which I'm loving. Happy 4th of July. It's good to see you guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. We're talking about I just wrapped up on yes, I just wrapped up on the God, I can't speak. On founding fathers and freedoms and stuff, right? It makes, it's different for different people. This allows you to do what you need to do. You want to hang out with family, do it, right? You want to rip one, you know what I mean? You want to fart in a large group of people, you can do it, right? You can eat processed foods and have it all over your face, you can do it. You can do it. You can do what you want to do, right? Awesome. 250 years. Cheers. This is just coffee, so I'm sitting out here. Do you see this, guys? You see that? You see that? That's my favorite mug. This is my favorite mug. I use it every day. I write my notes, and I have my cup of coffee, and I sit there and I write my notes, get myself ready for you guys. 13 minutes, 53 seconds in. Yeah, America. America. Come on, right? That eagle that I have as the background, right? The thumbnail for today. Um yeah, that bird, man, you know what I mean? Just taking flight, going where it wants to go. It's a great symbol, right? Strength. And if you have no hair, see, this is what I don't understand, right? Bald eagles, but they have hair on their head, but they're bald. They're not bald, right? I mean, maybe if they get like something that goes over them, and then they get, like, you know what I mean, half of their hair, their white hair cut off, then they're actually bald, but it's not to the skin, and it's not a balding eagle either. You know what I mean? I don't really understand. I don't understand that. But yeah, hey, happy 4th of July, guys and gals and everyone out there. Happy 4th of July. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Richard Dogan, how you doing? Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so and what I've seen is that the next generation, right? People are not like the balding thing is kind of going away, right? It's not really a big deal anymore, right? Um, people are taller and leaner and they have full heads of hair. Everyone is more attractive and has a better head of hair than I do. This is the best I got. This is all I can do. This is all I can bring. I can all show up for, you know? So, you know what I mean? This is the best I got. So, hey, you got to work with what you have, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, Canada. Awesome, awesome. But thanks for showing up. Thank you for showing up, everyone. B&T, Braxton, Richard. We got a lot of the regulars in here. Thank you. Um, we got Mando, awesome. Um, we got New. It's good to see you guys. Aaron, thank you, thank you. And apparently yesterday, someone recognized me, right? I was talking to an employee and I was like on my walk, on my break, because I don't sit in the break room anymore. It's been like 7 months since I've done that. And someone recognized me. It was like, "Oh, I heard of you. I've heard a lot Italian before, right? I've heard," and I don't know if they were being nice or what, but it was like that was kind of, I mean, even if I don't think anyone would like make that up because it's the first time I've seen that person, and they subscribed to me right then and there. So thank you, subscriber. Thank you for taking a chance on my channel. Thank you for enabling notifications. Thank you for willingly being here, right, with me, with us, right? We were at 101, 101, right? We're 101 Dalmatians now. I mean, come on, we're gonna grow. This is fantastic. No, not really, but it's like it's cool. Nevertheless, it's cool. I like that, you know. And I told her what my channel's about, providing comedy and gaming in this weird, wild 21st century that we're living in, you know. Um, but yeah, the fireworks, right? The fireworks, streamers and sparklers and stuff like that, they're okay. But as far as like the big fireworks, right? They're explosive and I've got like anxiety. This is true, right? I take medications and stuff too. Um, right? But yeah, this is a little bit about me, and I'm going to be transparent with you, right? And um, yeah, I have anxiety. I have post traumatic stress. I have, I'm a Marine. I got out in 2006. I went in 2002, shortly after 9/11. Um, and I left for boot camp in January of '02. I got honorable discharge in January of 2006. And then I went to college and fast forward into to where I am now. But yeah, I am documented and stuff like that. So yeah, so thank you veterans, thank you military, thank you, first responders. Thank you, doctors and nurses and everyone that provides medical care, right? All you guys, thank you. Thank you. Servicemen, both the past, the present, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I mean it. Truly, truly from here. Um, veterans, active, inactive, right? Veterans from past to present. Thank you. May this find you and bring you some joy, some comfort, right? Maybe some levity, right? Which we're going to get into, the fairgrounds and stuff like that and why they kind of bother me. I'm a little bothered by fairgrounds, right? Um, but yeah, like, I want to wrap it up though with the we're at 19 minutes. So I'm not trying to waste your time and we're going to go to like 30 minutes and that's it, right? And you go out, enjoy it, and then we'll come back, circle back and and talk about it tomorrow maybe. Um And so I'm loud Italian. Thank you for clicking, double clicking on me, enabling notifications and willingness to do this. So um yeah, my wife was surprised. I look over, she looks over at me and she's like, "What? Oh, you're streaming. Okay. But hey, this is the time in which I do it, right?" Thank you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, guys. It's good to see you. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Um, it's good to see you guys. Um, Thank you, regulars. Thank you, new people. Thank you for discovering me later. This is fantastic. You guys are helping me out. I'm, hopefully this is, what I mean, we learn something new. So this is great. And those fireworks, like you gotta wait. It's different. It's different than the fireworks of like, you're living on a corner, right? You gotta, you know what I mean? Like a cul-de-sac, I guess it's called, right? That like that neat little corner, that 180 of the like when you're going to new neighborhoods and stuff, right? Houses a little too close together. I swear one person can hear the toilet flush, then the other person can hear it too, right? I'd be a little concerned about that. I don't know. I don't know. It's all a house. There's no land around it or anything. It's just a big space with multiple rooms in it. Um, but yeah, like it's expensive, right? Those store-bought fireworks, they're expensive, right? They last for just a bit of time. Get it filmed if you can so you can play it back, right? Get that money's worth, right? Get that money. Maximize the money that you spent, right? Cuz they go quick, right? And you can do some things. So get it filmed, right? Get it filmed. And then you can have it on loop, put it on YouTube, create your own channel, whatever you got to do, right? You're thinking about doing it. I'm 44. I'm over the life expectancy of 1776. It was like 25 to 40. I'd be an ancient elder, you know? People would come see me for wisdom and stuff, wisdom and guidance and stuff, right? Like I would be that old man sitting there on his rocking chair, right? Talking about back in my day, we had physical media. Um anyway, but yeah, so like um Fairgrounds, and I'm gonna end this. I got 7 minutes, right? So fairgrounds, right? Fairgrounds, admit one, admit three, four. I mean, you gotta spend money to buy, to get a parking space, right? You gotta go to these fairgrounds. It's illegal to shoot off fireworks where we live, so we all have to go to the fairgrounds. Community has to go there. The parking, right? If you can find parking, you got to get there early, right? We all have our methods and stuff, right? And like where to park. We're kind of scouting locations ahead of time, right? Like I do for my live streams, where the lighting is and all that, right? A little different for them. They want to get there, right? So they got to get there like 2.5 hours early, right? Or you go to a restaurant, right? And you think about what you're going to do, who you're going to see and that sort of thing, right? Don't forget any chairs. Don't forget any chairs. You're going to be sitting on that grass, and a lot of it's wet. A lot of it's wet, and it's like long grass, right? Um, and it tickles your rear end. It does. It tickles your rear end. When you sit down on that grass, right? And you get to a certain age, you need to have back support, proper back support, lumbar support, really, right? You can't just sit in a bar stool, right? You kind of lean forward, right? And you're like kind of melting forward over your chair. Um, you got to get one of those nice chairs, right? With the igloo, that igloo, that little spot there where you put your favorite drink, right? Your little coolie, right? Temperature regulated thing, right? For your drinks, right? Um, and the crowds, right? The crowds oh my goodness, the crowds. There's so many people, so many people. Um, but I guess it's not that bad if you don't mind large groups of people, right? I'm always trying to check my corners and stuff, and you can't really do that when there's no corners. So I always position myself kind of in the back, right? And I just kind of look out, right? That's just me. Um, it's very hot, right? So you gotta have a proper like, you know what I mean? Gone are the days of just having the little hat right here, right? You gotta have that 360 coverage, right? You gotta have that large halo over you, right? You got to provide some shade, right? Like some people, some countries, the places they have that like umbrella on their hat, right? They figured it out, right? They figured it out. That's awesome. I would love to have that like in Japan and stuff. They have that, right? They have that like umbrella without the stem. You know what I mean? That like holder. And some people have the holder, right? But that's awesome. I think that's pretty cool, right? Um, you know what I mean? And those kids, they're not gonna, you know what I mean? You got to spray them down. You don't have to wear the, rub the lotion and stuff in there anymore. That's awesome. I love that. Right? You can kind of spray them down, but make sure you go downwind because you don't want that. You don't want that cloud of you know spray to like hit you in the eyes because it stings. Right? You can bounce back when you're in your 20s, but when you get older and you get that stuff on you, oh my goodness, it'll bring you down to your hands and knees, you know what I mean? Like you're going into a gas chamber or something, right? And you gotta clear the mask. So, yeah, yeah, just, and let's see what else. You got the processed foods and stuff, right? So I kind of recommend bringing some other food with you, unless you want to get the hot cheese on a stick, fried cheese. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, guys. On the stick. I mean, maybe a corn dog. I like dip it into some Dijon, right? And that's about it, right? But I'd probably just fast. Like I wouldn't be eating anything until that night. Um, because I like being in the 170s. Chat, YouTube. This is me, 170 something. You know what I mean? So 7 months almost, no processed foods, all whole foods. Um, but yeah, and there's the alcohol and stuff too, the uncomfortable seating, time commitment, and the traffic post event, right? Oh my goodness, right? Like, um, when you get those fireworks, right, and they go off, right, and it's kind of fun. I would kind of film that if you could, right? Make it more meaningful, right? But you're there, you love with the loved ones, right? And it's a kind of a good thing that it happens at nighttime, right? Because the sun sets and it kind of like it blocks out your field of vision, right? And you don't have to see those people anymore, right? And it kind of feels a little bit more like intimate, and it's like you and your party, your little group, right, that you roll with. And you know what I mean? We like that. We like to sit in those comfortable chairs with the back support, especially when we're older, right? You always got that person with the fan, right? And you got that little flag with the stick, right? And then they're kind of waving it, right? You get those trucks that are plowing down the freeway, right? They're going down the freeway and you got the flag flapping, right? It kind of reminds me of someone who does a comb over, right? And they got that flap and it just kind of waves. I actually call that the flag, right? You know, the comb overs that people do? The commitment you have to have a comb over, right? I would just shave it, and then grow a beard. Work with what you have. But if you're doing that flag, right, and you're flapping, right, you know what I mean? And it's doing that, right? And they're never aware of it, right? They're unaware of it, but you're aware of it, right? It's almost like those people who bend over and you see the large crack. Do they not feel the cool air hitting their skin? You know what I mean? And they have that hair that funnels inward to their butt, right? Come on. Pull your pants up, right? Pull your pants up. And they have belts, but yet it still hangs too low. Come on, right? Tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up a little bit. Have longer shirts, right? Something, right? And I'm always seeing this stuff, right? I can't unsee it. Once I see it, I can't unsee it. So let's tighten it up out there, right? Bend over, pull the pants up, right? The comb overs, their flags waving. I don't know whether to salute at it or talk to them. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, um, I have about 30 seconds left. That's about all I have. I hope you guys had a great time. Thank you for coming out. Mando, always great. I'm really glad I was able to lay into that comb over joke. I'm gonna read all chat here. Dominique, thank you again for joining me. I'm glad you're here. Richard Dugans, thank you. Braxton, thank you. Dominique, I think I've said that. Brandon Cherries, Chair EZ, thank you. Manda, who else? Who else? Who else? I know we got some newer ones earlier today. Oh, Youssef, good to see you. Hope you come back again. Canada's great, beautiful country. Beautiful, and they're so nice too. You guys are so polite. I like talking to you guys when I'm on vacation. It's awesome, awesome. Um, lot of cool people. Very, very cool, very chill. I like that because I have anxiety, so it always helps. Aaron, thank you for joining me. Thank you guys. We're 30 minutes. We're a little over, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time. Cheers to you. Happy 4th of July. Hope you had a good time. I had a great time, and I hope to see you again. So, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And as always, this isn't goodbye to you, it's see you later. Goodbye is something you say to someone you don't want to see again. So, to you, I say, see you later. Peace. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.